What's up, Angel City? It's your girl Panda here, bringing you another episode of Angel City Chicks. Of course, a long overdue episode. We took a week off, but we are back and excited to fill you in on what the happenings have been with Angel City. But of course, I cannot do this alone. I am here to introduce my co host, Nina Kiefer. What's going on?
What's up, everybody? It is a beautiful day here. I got my wine ready. We are not only live on YouTube, but today we are trying something special. We are trying to get high tech here. We are also live on Instagram. So
Well,
here we go. Super exciting. I don't know how this is going to run, but this is episode 91. This is your Nina episode. Let's go. Let's
whoop,
go.
whoop, 91. Wow, we missed mine. I don't even remember celebrating it. Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, womp, womp, womp. Oh, well.
Well,
Either
as
way.
usual, let us know your thoughts in the comments. The show is not the same without you. We want your participation. I'm not sure if we'll see the comments on Instagram or not. So go ahead and throw something in there if you're with us. That way we can see if it pops up for both places. But we'll try and check back and forth. You know, we've got some fun stuff to get through. As always, we're going to start out with the latest and greatest from Angel City before, if we have some time, to take a quick look around the league and a look at what's upcoming.
Yeah, it sounds good. We'll dive right into it because you guys I know are itching for some news since yeah, sorry. I was in New York last week. I missed unfortunately our Thursday meetup, but all is well. All is well. Was still
Yeah.
able
I mean,
to,
I was
you know,
in Nashville, so
yeah, we actually were both away at the same time. So, God forbid we each take a separate trip. We're gonna travel together separately. So there we go.
Two, two best friends that anyone could have.
Love it, love it. All right. So anyways, let's like we've been doing, let's start out with Angel City news. Let's talk about what has been what's going on with us and besides the game. And Nina, you want to start us out with cuz I know you love talking about jerseys.
I do. Actually, this one is an exciting announcement. For the first time ever, you can actually get a keeper kit. I
Oh,
love this so much. I know there's a lot of keepers out there that have been dying for a kit. Got to shout out our girl Ava, who is a keeper and has been clamoring for a kit since day one. Super excited that she can finally purchase that. But what's even cooler is keepers throughout the league are actually like taking to Twitter and Instagram and all that, and they are promising to sign every single keeper kit that they see in the stadium. So, I mean, I would take a chance. I would go get my keeper kit, and I bet you can get that signed.
that would be exciting. And yeah, I mean it's nice that you can buy all of them. I don't know why this is a new thing. All right.
Right? It choked you up a little bit because
Ah,
really?
I'm a
First time?
little I'm a little verklempt. I don't know how to feel. But yeah, I don't know why this is just now a thing. Like, why wouldn't you be able to always buy, their jerseys? I mean, they are role models and they are definitely people that, we've got that they're being looked up to. So why
Oh, it's
can't
a
you
supply chain issue probably.
who
Heard that
knows? I don't know. Who
before.
cares? Whatever. Just if you want a goalkeeper jersey, they're now available. So definitely jump on that if you can. So pretty exciting. And another exciting thing is one of my favorite ways to watch Angel City games, unless it's at BMO Stadium, is to watch them on Bally Sports SoCal. And Angel City just released their broadcast schedule. So if you are like me and you enjoy the I guess the home field advantage of the broadcast, meaning Bally Sports is very ACFC forward. Like they would play like the intro music, like Here Comes the Queen, and they're very much kind of pro Angel City, and I really like that. So it's fun to watch them. Now they have released their broadcast schedule, and this is what it's going to look like. So if you cannot make it out to the game on Sunday, April 21st, which we will get into, then you can catch it on Bally Sports SoCal, and then as well as Friday, May 3rd against Utah Royals at 6:30, Sunday, May 12th, Houston Dash at 4:30, Thursday, May 23rd versus San Diego Wave at 7, and Wednesday, June 19th versus Racing Louisville. Another home game. If you can't make it out, you can catch it there. And let me move my notes. My computer is really
Your
it is
computer is on the struggle bus today.
It's angering me because, like, I can't actually click on anything. Every time I click to my notes, to, like, scroll, it opens it up big. So I have disappeared. I
Oh,
can't
I
s
need that.
Oh, Jesus. No,
I
you
need that feature. How do I make things bigger?
I don't know. Apparently, whatever I just click on anything, it's like, boom, there it is. Anyways, June 30th, against Orlando at 4:30, September 23rd versus Portland at 7, and then Sunday, October 20th at 4:30 against Utah Royals. So that is 8 games that you can catch on Bally Sports SoCal. So that's exciting to see that. Like I said, I'm very
Yeah.
excited about that, and yeah, tune in if you haven't and you have the channel because it is a nice way to watch the games.
Yeah, and
So
as we look ahead to summer, there is some exciting news on the front of the Summer Cup, which we've touched on briefly before. But this is going to be the first ever NWSL Liga MX Femenil Summer Cup. Angel City is going to be hosting Club America Femenil, San Diego Wave, both at Titan Stadium. That is right. You heard it right. We are going back to our first ever home back in the days of the Fugazi Cup, where we celebrated our first win against the Portland Thorns back in April 2022, back where it all began. Now, that said, ticket details have not yet been released. There is going to be pre-sale access for season ticket members, so stay tuned for that. This is really an exciting cup because during this time, there's going to be the NWSL summer break. So the Summer Cup is going to kick off the weekend of July 19th and run through August 4th. During that break, it's a 33 match tournament that consists of 30 group stage contests, followed by a 4-team semifinal round slated for the week of August 4th. Angel City is competing in Group B alongside Bay FC, San Diego Wave, and Club America. Are you going?
I have no
Good,
reason.
going. No.
Good, because you're going, as you would hear in Shoresy. I have no reason not to. I mean, it's very much placed right in the middle of 2 little vacations that I'll be taking. I will be gone, the end of June, heading out to Hilton Head for a week, and then August 5th through the 19th, we are heading to London and in Europe and
Right.
hopefully Paris, maybe catch some Olympics action, I don't know. So that is nestled right in the middle of those, so there's not a good reason to say no, and why not? I mean, I I'm not gonna I don't love that it's out in, a Titan
Fullerton.
Stadium. Yeah, I don't love that, but, hey, if
All
the
I
if it's
remember from there are the stairs.
oh my gosh,
Oh, my
a
stairs.
lot
It's
of walking, which I
yeah,
like walking, but it was a lot of walking up. And I'm like,
yeah,
"No." My legs were sore.
exhausting. Don't
Yes.
do leg day before that game because the steps are not normal, and there's a lot of them, and there are no options.
Yeah.
It's stairs or you live there now.
If you go up, just stay up. If
Yeah,
you go down, just stay down.
you
There's
can
no more.
you live there now. If you go down, you live there now.
Yep, that's your
Sorry,
new home. Yep,
them's the rules.
exactly. Anyways, it will be exciting, and I definitely wanna try to make it out there, absolutely. I think that would be a lot of fun, to see that play out and, just a good little, thing to kinda fill the time since, everything else will kinda be, on hold.
So
Yeah, I
should we
think it's
call
exciting.
this Fugazi International?
Fugazi Internacional. I love it, I love it. Let's go for it.
All right.
Oh, alright,
One
well
more piece of news for you. Season ticket holders, we've got some event details. We already knew the season ticket holder event was going to be happening on Cinco de Mayo, but they have officially announced the location and time, Santa Monica Pier. It'll be in the afternoon, early evening. Make sure you RSVP. That link is in your email if you're a season ticket holder. And now, interestingly enough, and maybe I just didn't read this correctly, we know here on the show that I'm not a big reader.
accurate.
But I saw player appearances, autographs, photo ops, lawn games, 10% opportunity for a discount at 2 of the restaurants, but I didn't see anything about rides, and I didn't see anything about free parking. So,
Rides? What kind of rides?
have you never been to the Santa Monica Pier?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're there. What do you want them to say about rides, I guess?
The carnival rides, like, usually you could get, like, a wristband or something so you can ride the rides.
Oh, you think they would gonna hook you up with like some free roller coastering and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
a
Oh,
Ferris wheel
come
or 2 maybe.
really? You really think that we'd get that? That's funny.
I want a Ferris wheel.
We've had to pay for parking at events that were at the stadium for us.
I'm
You
okay
think
with
we're
paying
gonna
for parking if I can go on the Ferris wheel.
Oh my gosh.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, I think they put
Y'all get in
everything in
the
an
chat and vote.
email.
Did you think there were gonna be rides included or not? Because I
No,
thought for sure rides.
absolutely not. No, that's no. Nope.
Why
That's
have it at the pier then?
I mean, I was wondering that myself just in general.
Mm,
I mean, I can't say I love it. I'm gonna be blunt. One, it's way too far away from where I live, first and foremost.
yeah.
But that's okay. I get that. Not everybody lives there. Like that is very easy for a lot of people that come to these
It's
games. So it's good.
but
I that
it's definitely not central Los Angeles. Like, we
No,
can
it's
put that out
definitely not.
there.
No. But I don't know. I don't love the pier. I don't ever it's like Times Square almost or Coney Island in New York. Like, no, thank you. Like it's just a lot of people, a lot of tourists, tons of like, homeless out there. I just feel like the West Side has just gotten more and more unsafe. Like, I don't know. I'm not loving it, but I mean, I'll be there. I'm gonna go get a taser first.
Wow.
What you I watch the news every morning and I
You're
do
not
not
wrong. Santa Monica was definitely voted like one of the most dangerous cities. And I think that's because of the transient population, but also because of the number of people that commute there and that visit there. It sees a lot of high traffic. So with that comes some high crime possibly. But I only liked it because I thought they were gonna like shut down the pier and it was just gonna be us.
Absolutely not. No. We're probably it's I don't think it's
So
gonna
how are
be
we
an
supposed to fit?
exclusive event.
Like,
I
when they
do
did the museum one, we were overflowing, we were crammed in, we were packed. It was chaos. So how are they supposed to fit with also competing with regular Sunday pier traffic?
I don't know, but I cannot see them putting in the money to shut down the pier. You know how much traffic that garners, and on a holiday, nonetheless, there's no way. I don't know. I'd love to hear everybody's
Oh,
thoughts on
now I
that, but
don't
I
even think
think
I wanna go.
I I I don't know what to expect. That's why I was like, I don't know, and that's why I wasn't like that's why I didn't RSVP yet, but you
I
did for me.
RSVP'd for you.
Yes. I don't know. I'm very curious on what it's gonna be like. I feel like it was very vague. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, definitely let us know if you're listening to us in the chat. Are you going? Are you not going? What do you think this is going to be like? What are your thoughts? This is a show about opinions, and ours don't matter, only yours do.
Love that. All right. Well, enough of that. Let's move on from news about the team that we don't know, and let's go on to what we do know, and that is we had a game recently. Um, our first win. Spoiler alert.
Whee!
And let's go over. It was against Chicago. Let's go over the starting lineup because there were some changes. Change is gonna come, and no better time for it to happen. I think we were looking for something. Um, to
Mhm.
change because we weren't really there's something just wasn't clicking, I guess. So let's go over this. Nina, you want to start us out and talk about the starting lineup and what your thoughts are and the changes and all that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we saw Herichich in goal. We had a back line that consisted of Curry, Gordon, Reed, and Spencer. In the midfield, Doherty Howard, Nabet, and Rocky Rodriguez. And then playing up top, Emsley, LaRue, and Alyssa Thompson. I have to remember to clarify which Thompson sister we're doing now. Some of the standouts to me are Spencer back in that defensive spot. And we'll spoil this a little bit. We'll talk about her later. Um, but super exciting lineup. I like that Sarah Gordon gets the captain's band. We thought she would play. We're happy she did because that makes this next home game a pinnacle match for her. But very interesting to see some of these changes. And part of me is not sure if this is resting or this is experimentation. I don't know what to think with this, quite honestly. It worked.
I think I read somewhere that, one Paige Nielsen, I think she had gotten, I don't know if there was like a bruise, a little bit of a knock or something. Probably just limiting her minutes and allowing her to kind of rest a little. So I get that. But that midfield,
Totally different.
pretty different. I mean, no Henri, no Fuller. But we do have Doherty Howard, who's been pretty consistent up there. So,
Mhm.
and then up top is pretty much the same as well. I know the player availability report definitely had. We still have Junendo out. We still have Christian Press
Yeah.
out, which I don't know that we'll see this season. We're still
How
working on that.
see her this season, then she's done because her contract is ending. So
We had
Oh,
also
you're gonna make me pull my hair out.
oh my goodness. We had M.A. Vignola on that list as well. We had Giselle Thompson, and we also had Messiah Bright. So those were the players that were out. So obviously they had to get a little bit creative with having them out and trying to limit some of the minutes. So yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts, and anybody else who's listening to this, your thoughts on the goalkeeper change? This has always been a huge controversy for our team, I feel.
I don't know. I'm with Shannon, who's in the chat. Weird lineup. It's solid. It's good. It worked. But when we see names like that are injured, it just kind of hurts a little. It brings back, some of those season 1 vibes where can we please get somebody healthy?
Right. Yeah. We don't need to go down this road again. So but either way, I mean, do you think it was time for Dee to step in there? Do you think Anderson had made enough errors leading up to this moment that maybe it was time for her to see if she's better suited for this job? What do you think it is?
I'm still having a secret love affair with Brittany Eisenhower. I
You and
still
everyone
dreaming
else
about
who's
our ex.
uh, you and everyone else who's obsessed with her and her hair ads that she apparently does.
I'm obsessed with everything she does. She doesn't know it yet. She's my other best friend. Um,
Well,
but
I
no, I
see.
think it's nice to see Dee get the nod. It's nice to see her still being out there and being called up. I don't know what to think. I wish I felt like this is our girl. This is it. We've got that strong back line. We've got that wall that we need. So I'm waiting for that feeling, which is I
Yeah.
think why I'm still dreaming about our ex.
Yeah. Well, she wouldn't get much opportunity to really, prove herself. I don't know if you saw on Instagram what they deemed the save of the match.
Oh, I did
Did
not see
you?
that.
I
No.
wish I wish you could go there because people thought it was a joke because I could have saved it. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if anybody's listening knows what I'm talking about. I would love to hear your thoughts, but where they showed the save of the match, and it was like the little cutest little dribbler to her, and she just dove to the side and just picked it up, and everybody's like, "Is this a joke?" And then it just opened up this terrible thread of people who were saying, stuff like, "I can't believe, this is women's sports, blah blah." Like it got really bad. Like they were
Ew.
yeah, like it was not nice. Like it was uncalled for a lot of the bad comments, but I was also kind of like, that was it? I mean, I guess if they had like, sometimes it's kinda like, you don't always have to put something out there. There
Yes, you
doesn't
do.
have to be a
They
save of
are
the match.
probably obligated by their sponsorship deals to put something out there.
Well, and that is the only one, I think, and that's what it was. Because if you look at it, I think there was only 1 shot on goal. They didn't score. So I think that is it right there. They had to put something out there, and that was it. So I don't know. It was just kind of like a weird look, especially for people that maybe don't, understand. But, I don't know. Again, they only had 1 shot on goal, so I have to credit our back line for one, for
Mhm.
keeping those opportunities from really being able to happen. So I think that
Yeah,
credit definitely goes there, on them. I mean, she only had 1 save to make, so good on them. Shannon, again, I'm gonna put your comment up there. There. My computer, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Whenever I click things, I'm afraid to touch anything on my computer. But you're right, it's hard to know what's not working when they're both around. Like, consistently, if, we're switching out the keeper and then there's no goals, is it because our back line is better or because our keeper is better? I think in this instance, when there's only 1 shot on goal, I think you have to get really down to statistics. There's only 1 shot on goal, then the defense was definitely shutting them down and not allowing them to create opportunities. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. We should probably talk about the actual game though. So
you wanna
we can
dive
give you,
into this?
yeah, we might as well. Oh, I fixed whatever was wrong by clicking on other stuff. I love this. I
I
am
love
back in
when
business,
in
folks.
doubt, bang on the keyboard till it works. Hit it with a hammer.
I should have brought one of the kittens in here to like mess around with stuff. So
Well, that would've
either way,
worked.
I know
Kittens are adorable.
there was one scratching on the door. It's probably Hagrid. He's obsessed
It
with
was
his
Grito, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we've talked about it. You guys have probably seen the highlights. You've probably seen the scores. You know that Angel City did earn a 1-0 win on the road in Chicago following a Red Stars own goal that was set up by ACFC forward Claire Emsley. This was the first win for this team of 2024. as well as the
Woo!
first loss for the previously undefeated Red Stars. So
I love
really
that.
cool.
I don't know which I love more, being a spoiler or winning. I think I love
I
being a
love
spoiler more.
spoiling a team's undefeated streak.
It's so fun.
It's so nice. I mean,
Little nod there, little side.
but either way, yes, I'm very happy that we did that, and it earned us our first win as well. And I wasn't upset at the way we played. There's still that common problem there of finishing, and we'll talk about that, and we'll get there. And Nina, why don't you start us off with a little bit of this recap?
Yeah, so Angel City actually dominated the first half. We maintained almost 70% possession in the first 45 minutes and got our first look at goal in the 14th minute, with forward Claire Emsley holding the ball up to the left wing. Defender Madison Curry made a nice overlapping run and received a lateral pass from Emsley. She took it to the end line and lofted a ball into the 6-yard box, which defender Jasmine Spencer was able to head on target. But the Red Stars keeper, the amazing, the one and only Alyssa Nair, actually is able to tip that over the bar.
It was such a beautiful run and such a testament to something that I think goes maybe unnoticed by a lot of people. Claire Emsley and her service and her passing of the ball, when she get her corner kicks, her free kicks, just her ability to get the ball where it needs to go. She does such an incredible job. There's a stat
Mhm.
out there that says something about her being, the top player in the NWSL for like creating chances, or I forget exactly what the wording was, but
Are you hitting on me in front of everyone right now?
no, I know, saving that for later, but I guess
Wow.
I'll just
Now I'm
put that
looking
out
it
there
up.
now. You should, yeah, it's a stat out there, and I forget the exact wording of it, but she's done a phenomenal job. And another player that I've been really
Oh,
impressed with is
oh,
what do
you
you
can't even 97% chances created.
is that
She
like
is
the top?
Yeah, that's like you can't get better.
Yeah,
She creates chances.
exactly. So I think that's pretty impressive. And the problem is, the other end of that, people being able to finish those chances. Like she's doing a lot of work there. So we gotta at least make it worth her while. And we almost did. And that was more of a credit to Alyssa Nair at the end of it, because it was beautiful.
Mhm.
I'm so impressed with Madison Curry. Like I think they said something on the broadcast, something about I don't think she even knows to like be scared yet. Like she's just out there having a good time, like just trying to prove herself and doing a great job. So either way, that was a great opportunity. Unfortunately, nothing came of it, but
I just
we were
made our
gonna
new
keep
fan
that.
club. It's the
What?
MCMA fan club. Madison
M
Curry, MA fan no,
MCMA fan club. That's right.
MC we're the MCMA girls.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Now, Chicago's only real chance of the half is going to come shortly thereafter that opportunity in the 18th minute. Defender Sam Staub, she took a long throw into the penalty area, which forward Ali Schlegel headed to forward Penelope Hawking, who in turn headed the ball just wide. So no save there for Didi, like we said, but did have a chance. Fortunately for us, did not have good calibration on that head.
Recalibrate your head. That is right.
Recalibrate your headspace. We need to do that too later in this game.
Oh, dear Lord. In the 24th minute, Angel City came close again when Spencer sent a gorgeous through ball to forward Alyssa Thompson as she made a run up the right wing. Thompson dribbled a few steps and crossed the ball into the run of forward Sydney Leroux, whose diving header fell wide of the left post.
Recalibrate your head, because it did. That was another great sequence of events. Is a great sequence of passing, finding those spaces, and finding her. The woman in the box. I don't know if I should say woman, girl, person. I got afraid for a minute. Either way, she found Larue's head, and unfortunately, she was probably just a little off kilter, and it did go wide. So, couple good opportunities for us. That's making us look pretty good. And
Yeah.
that's not going to stop there. In the 32nd minute, we're going to see an attempt by midfielder Darty Howard off a low cross by Emsley. Her low driven shot, it took a deflection off Chicago defender Tatum Milazzo a few yards from the goal, with Nair diving the other direction. And had Milazzo not been there for that last minute clearance, that ball would have definitely rolled over that line. And oh, you were just like, I know everybody was on the edge of their seat. Everybody's like, ah,
Yeah.
and that was we did not get lucky in that instance, but another great opportunity, another good sequence of events, another one, where Emsley with a cross was able to get the ball right where she wants. And, fortunately for Chicago, they were there to make sure that it did not go into the goal.
Yeah, and we did end up getting lucky. Just a few minutes later, we continued to dominate possession and push for goal as the game went on. We finally broke through in the 40th minute. Emsley again sent a
Mhm.
free kick into the 6-yard box, ricocheting off the foot of Chicago defender Maxi Rawl as she marked Angel City defender Megan Reed. But it is Rawl who puts the ball over the goal line to bring the score to 1-0. And yes, Amanda, I had to do that to you.
Wow. Wow. Nina
Very proud
being the
of myself there.
being the funny one again. I mean, or at least thinking she's the funny one again. That's cute. But yes. Oh, yeah. Well, that was great. We love it. We love when the ball goes into the back of the net and not
No
for the
matter
other
how it gets
team.
there, as long as it's for us.
We don't care, although I'll talk about this a little later. But yes, we are up 1-0, and that's pretty much how that's going to end. I forget. I know I looked at the stats at one point, and the stats were staggering in the sense that we had like 300 passes, and they had like 80. Like
At
it
halftime?
was something. I don't know if it was at the half or this was like deep into the first half, but I
I
remember
mean,
showing Christian, when we were in New York and we were watching, and I was like, "Look at like this seems really weird." I was like, "Geez, they're just like dominating
letting us
this." And
go. I mean,
so
we had 70% possession, which is really freaking high. So maybe.
which is unfortunate when we don't actually score a goal. But again, more on that in just a minute. So we're gonna talk about the second half. We did see the game open up with the home team. The Chicago Red Stars are going to get their best chance in the 55th minute. It's going to be a long free kick by Staub that fell in the center of the 18-yard box where Schlegel jumped up and connected with a well-struck header, but her attempt hit the crossbar, thankfully, and the ball was cleared out, thankfully,
Yeah.
by us, and we are still holding them to 0.
We are still holding our breath, especially as Chicago has another look in the 63rd minute. Again, set up by Staub. This time, she lofted a ball into the run of play, into the 6-yard box, where Jenna Bike headed it just wide of the left post. And I feel like we missed a great opportunity for titling this episode with something about like the one where everyone used their head.
Oh, Jesus. Well, not they did, but not effectively. As I said, this one should have been the one where we should have recalibrated everyone's head, because everybody was heading the ball, but it was not finding it on target, unfortunately. Now, the Red Stars, they're going to have a handful of other chances, including a header by Schlegel again in the 74th minute, which was just a routine save for goalkeeper Didi Herachich. Other than that attempt, none of the Chicago shots were on frame, which is so funny. As I read this note about this game, and the save of the match was not a header. So this doesn't make any sense to me. Again, Nina, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to make you watch it. I'm going to make you give me your thoughts on the save of the game and what your thoughts were. But either way, we kind of shut them out in that sense. They really did not have any opportunities. They really were not creating any chances. And yeah,
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
it.
there was an 88th minute effort for Angel City by midfielder Amandine Henry, a header off a corner kick from Clarice Lebion. That was the final chance of the game. The game ends. We take home 3 points. Doesn't even matter if, oh gosh, I just saw what you posted up there. Doesn't even matter if we didn't score it. We still won. Go for it. So, what is Casual FC saying?
So I had to point this out because I did want to say this. So I mean, we all know like Madison Curry. She got that she had that little knock to the head and ended up getting stitches, and had to have her head wrapped up and everything. And Casual FC, I assume it's Mario, says you could have called this one the one where snitches get stitches, and then he says Okay, that implies that that Maddie snitched, so maybe not. But I like where you're at. I like where your head is at, and that is the theme of this. The head. There's a lot of things going on with the head in this match. Headers going wide, heads getting stitches, and yeah. Either way, we win the game. And we had some fun little moments as well. And we did get to see, like you had mentioned, we did get to see Clarice Lebion. I still need to know what's going on, why we're not seeing her more. If anybody knows, please let me know because I liked her.
Yeah. But, there were some fun things that came out of this match. Jasmine Spencer, we alluded to this earlier, celebrating 175 appearances in NWSL matches. Super excited for
Ooh.
her to bring home that title. And hopefully we get a little celebration for her as well at the next home match.
Yes, I'm sure they're gonna do something for her, and I'm super excited. Thought she had a great game. I think every time she's in there, she's super dynamic. So I really want to see her, start really, making more and more of an impact, and hopefully seeing her score some goals. I think she deserves it, to be honest. So
Absolutely. And this was also the first time that Angel City scored a goal in the first half. But as you know, did we really?
did we really like? Can you really say that? Like, if you're gonna put down a
Yes.
milestone that we scored a goal in the first half, like, did we really score a goal in the first half?
Yes.
Who?
Wongle.
Who's that on the team? I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get it. I understand it, but saying it, I still am just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, did we really score a goal in the first half?
All right.
We
But the one thing we really did is we had a clean sheet, and that makes Didi Harachich's 10th clean sheet of her NWSL career and the first of the 2024 season.
That's absolutely true. And you know what was great? The day before, she had a birthday. So
Yeah.
she had a birthday clean sheet. She turned 32 years old on April 12th. So happy birthday, Dee Dee Harachich, and congratulations on a clean sheet. Congratulations to ACFC for the first win of the season. And congratulations to Jasmine Spencer on her 175th NWSL career regular matchup. So let's get into stats. We kind of alluded to them already, but let's go on them line by line. This is the part in the podcast where Nina gets all excited. So go and have at it.
That's right. Chicago Red Stars had 10 shots to R7. They had 1 on target to R2. Possession ended up equaling out a little bit more in the end. Chicago Red Stars took 44% to R56. We ended up with a total of 437 passes and a pass accuracy of 81%. That's one of our highest this season. We committed 11 fouls to their 16 and took home a solid 3 yellow cards. Gotta love that for the accumulation game. We committed 2 offsides to their 3 and had 4 corners to their 5. So less corners than normal. Sorry, Cedar Sinai.
I
But
know.
more goals than normal, too.
I also have a beef with Cedar Sinai, the place where I work right now. The other day
Oh.
they posted a video on their Instagram, and it was about Angel City, and it was like shots of like employees around the hospital like holding up Angel City stuff. I'm like, hello,
Hello.
hi, I do a podcast. Like, how much those people they probably just handed stuff to and was like, hold this, we're gonna do a video. I'm like, somebody sent it to me and they're like, how were you not in this video? And I'm like, I don't know, that's a good question. So I
Do
don't
you
even
need
know
to
who's in
DM them?
I don't even know who's in charge of that stuff. Like, man, clearly they don't pay attention to stuff, but whatever. I
Clearly.
don't know. I'm not mad,
Cedar
not bitter.
Sinai, step up your game.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset.
I'm upset.
I'm very upset. Okay. Moving on. Talking about home games. We'll hopefully have some sponsored by Cedar Sinai corner kicks, and that's going to be on Sunday, April 21st against the North Carolina Courage. It's going to be at 4:30 p.m. at BMO Stadium. If you cannot make it to the BMO, then you can watch it live on CBS Sports Network.
And
Now,
I believe Bally also now, right?
yes, also on Bally's. We mentioned that earlier. So check it out on there if you do have that station. I highly recommend it. Now, let's talk a
Yeah.
little bit. Oh, real quick. I know it's further down, but I feel like this is an appropriate time to mention this part. I saw out there on Facebook because I regularly peruse Facebook for good comments and info because believe me, this community of people are so knowledgeable and we get stuff from all different areas. And so shout out to David Gardner. He posted that traffic for the game on the 21st could be a bit of a headache. The Festival of Books will be happening on the USC campus at this same time. Says looks like a good day to get there on the E line, meaning if you have the ability to take public transportation and you feel safe doing so, then by all means utilize that because it could be a little bit congested if you don't plan on getting there super, super early. And we all know how frustrating it can be to miss any part of the game because of traffic. So keep
Mhm.
that in mind, plan your day accordingly, and know that you could run into some congestion at the field because of the Festival of Books. What is the Festival of Books, Nina?
Not a clue.
Oh, dang
Don't
it.
read.
Why? You told me. You know what you said? You go, "Oh, that's really popular."
I was guessing.
So
I
I
don't know.
just assumed you knew what it was. Oh my gosh, I feel like a dum dum. I feel like it's a
I'm
really cool
surprised
thing.
you listened to me. You know me by now.
Oh my god, you lied to me.
I lied to you, and then I made you repeat it in a recorded forum.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna Google Festival of Books, and I might just go there myself because I love books, I love reading, and it sounds like a really cool thing. But anyways, let's
Yeah.
go back to this matchup against the North Carolina Courage that's happening on that day. Let's talk about our head to head. Would you like to do that, Nina?
Yeah, so, it's a good head to head in terms of us. We've got 2 wins, they've only got 1. We have 1 draw with them. Our recent form looked good. We beat them and then we tied them. So, I'm liking our chances here. We're currently ranked 9th in goals scored per match. Majority Howard has the most shots on target for Angel City, and Angelina Anderson is technically ranked first in saves per match in the competition. And then when you look at NC Courage, they're ranked second in goals scored per match. So got a little bit of a worry there because we're ranked ninth, which is a lot lower than second. NC Courage has also been awarded the most penalties this season. Fun fact, they've had 3, and they've kept the most clean sheets in the competition with 2. So it could go either way. NC Carter's definitely been looking good lately, but I think so have we. When we go back and we look at that table and we take a look at what's happening around the league, NC Courage is up there. They're in second place. And although we've climbed our way out of that last place spot, we're still only in 10th.
All right. Yeah. North Carolina Courage sitting in that second spot with 9 points, 3 wins and 1 loss to our 1 win, 2 losses and 1 tie. So, yeah, this definitely kind of seems a little mismatched based on that. And, with them holding clean sheets and us not being able to figure out how to really
How to
score goals
score?
is gonna, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. But you know what
Oh,
we like to do? We like to play spoiler.
well, yeah, especially at home. I think it's a perfect time to hopefully have found the right I guess the right chemistry. Who needs to be on the field? Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Who's gonna score these goals for us, Nina?
I'm hoping Alyssa Thompson. I'm hoping
She's
she
been
sees some.
so quiet.
Yeah, but I think she was waiting for MA to come back so that she could feed her well.
Do you do you think she's coming back
Yes.
for the next game?
She told us she would.
That's what we heard. We did.
We
Oh yeah.
we we
You
ran
should have
into
put.
her at the bar.
Why didn't you put that picture in there?
Oh, I should have put that picture in there. It's
I'm
a cute picture.
I've never even seen the picture. We took a picture with MA at the stadium when we saw her, and yeah, it was a fun little moment and
Oh,
interaction, and I feel like she should be back. She felt like she was strong and just being cautious. So yeah, we definitely need to have her back. She's a powerhouse back there on that back line, and back line needs to be fierce because again, I mean, if Anderson's got the most saves, that means there's a lot of opportunities being created, and we need to shut that down. So,
all right. And then over on
yes.
the Instagram side of the chat, we've got some updates here, learning that the book fair is actually hosted by LA Times. They host authors and talks. So that sounds really cool, actually. And unfortunately, we have a return of a favorite ex of some of ours. Tyler Lucy will be coming back home to us. And woof, I don't know. I don't
No,
know. I don't
no
know.
sleeves FC is gonna be in the house. It's gonna be a nice, beautiful, warm day. So I'm sure the guns will be out. Can't wait. It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. What time is the book? what was it called? A book festival of
It's supposed to
books.
be at the same time, isn't it? All right, before we get away from this,
No, I was making a suggestion because I'm like, if it's early, maybe get there early, check out the festival of books. You've already paid for parking, and then meander
get
over to the
cheaper
game.
parking by saying you're there for the Festival of Books.
See,
Mm.
again, using our heads. That's what the theme of this is. So,
All right.
oh,
As we continue to look at the league standings for week 4, one really cool thing I want to point out is Bay FC sitting in that number 6 spot, actually ahead of San Diego Wave as well. And Portland Thorns just cruising down there in that number 14 spot, still with no wins this season. Woof.
when do we play them?
I think it's actually coming up.
I think so. I think so. So, anyways, that is what it looks like. That is what's going on. And yeah, hopefully we will see you all on Sunday. Sadly, we will not be at the tailgate, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
we may I don't our men are big Mets fans, so I know they have thought about wanting to go to the Mets game before the Angel City game.
And once in a while, we try and make them happy. Not too
Right.
often. We don't want them to get used to it.
I know. So we may do that. It's just going to be a sports-filled weekend either way you look at it. The games on Saturday, games on Sunday. A lot of sports around, but it's going to be a fun one. Can't wait to see you all. And yeah, we want to keep this one short and sweet. We don't want to waste too much of your time. So, hey, we kept it under 45 minutes. Nina, you've got one thing left to do.
I got a quote for you all, and this one comes to us from Jasmine Spencer, the girl of the matches. She says, "The result is done and dusted. We'll celebrate tonight and then look forward to North Carolina next week." Jasmine Spencer pepping us up and getting us ready for the weekend.
That's all we can do. They say the front window is bigger than the rear view for a reason because you need to always look forward, don't look behind you. And that's what we're going to do. No matter what's happened up to this point, it's all about what happens on Sunday. Let's hope for a win. Let's hope for 3 points. Let's get this streak going. I think these girls just need a little boost and to knowing, that they are strong and they are capable. And yeah, that's all I got.
Let's do it.
Ready? Bye.
Bye.